Wales have introduced compulsory 20-mile-an-hour speed limits in all urban areas throughout the country. So any speed limits that were 30 miles an hour are now 20, and we're going to tell you in this video why we think that might not be as good for safety as the authorities want you to think. There's two sides to the story really. You can see the reason why they put in a 20-mile-an-hour speed limit, because if you're going slower and you do hit into someone, it's going to cause them less damage and there's less chance of serious injury. And to give you an example of that, the other week I was riding my Harley and I was coming up to a junction. There was a car in front of me turning right, and luckily because that car had slowed down, I was going very slowly. And then a child on a bicycle on the pavement came right out into the middle of the road without looking either way. So I did stop and have a good chat with this young child and tell him, you really need to look where you're going because you could have died then. So in that point of view, it does make sense. But the other side of the story is, because it's a compulsory speed limit, you spend a lot of time staring at your speedo going, oh God, am I going over the speed limit? Someone's going to zap me with a speed gun and I'm going to get points on my license. So you're constantly looking down and you're not looking at the surroundings, whereas you might be traveling along at 25, not exactly worrying about your speed, but you're taking in everything around you. You're looking out for if a cat's crossing the road, a child on his bicycle has come out without looking, an old lady's crossing the road and she hasn't seen where she's going, or she's taking her time because she's a little bit slow, or a teenager has walked out in front of you wearing headphones and they're on their phone, they're not looking where they're going. You can see all that when you're paying attention to the road, but if you're staring at your speedo and you keep looking down, it distracts you from the hazards around you that you would be paying attention to that you might not see because you're staring at your speedo.
So directly going from what Darcy just said, if you use reverse logic, if the speed limit wasn't 20, if it was 40, doubled, you would be riding through an urban area sensibly using your common sense at a speed that you thought was safe. Now that might be 5 miles per hour because there's lots of things going on. It might be 10, 15, 17, 18, 25, 31, whatever it might be, but you'd be concentrating on the road ahead, not on the speedometer. So people in their cars, even worse, because you were in this cocoon, this bubble with the stereo on and things happening, and you're just looking down at your speedometer all the time. And that really wouldn't happen if there wasn't a speed limit. I mean, it would be nicer if you had a speed suggestion, but that's not going to happen, obviously. The point is, a lot of legislation comes in for that 1% of complete goon idiots that we have in the world. No matter what they're doing the wrong thing. They're not concentrating, they're looking at their phone. I mean, how many times do you see people on their mobile phone when they're driving? And as motorcyclists, we don't like that because we're vulnerable. So we're as vulnerable as pedestrians, really. So motorcyclists tend to be much more aware of their surroundings than car drivers. But like I said, it's the idiots, the total buffoons that we have to legislate for. They're as thick as these white sheep behind me. And unfortunately, they spoil it for the rest of us. Now, in parts of Wales already, we've had 20-mile-per-hour speed limits through some of the villages. And there's a road that leads from Llangollen, the sort of touristy town, up through a mountain pass up to a cafe called the Ponderosa where lots of motorbikes go. Now the speed limit there, I think it was 50 or 60, I'm not quite sure, but now it's 40 miles per hour, which seems painfully slow for the road that it is. And that's done in the name of safety. But what happens, and it's happened to me many times, I'm going along at 40 miles per hour, 2 or 3 vehicles back, someone's getting really frustrated because they think it's a ridiculous speed to go, and they go boom, straight past you. Now, that's okay on an open road where you can see, but on these 20-mile-per-hour roads, I've had that happen too, and someone goes bombing past you because they think it's ridiculous to do 20 miles an hour. Because some of these roads, you know, you can see ahead perfectly well, and there's nothing around there, no school children, there's no parked cars, but it's 20 miles per hour. Very frustrating. But someone could decide to cross the road looking the wrong way because they're looking for the vehicles coming in the direction that they would be coming. They step out and they'll think, I'll take the other half next, and someone's overtaking and smacks into them and does terrible damage. So you're actually potentially going to have accidents at higher than 20 miles per hour for those motorists that are frustrated and not going to stick to the limits.
And then you see other speed limits where it's 20, where it should be 30 or 40. And the problem is with the speed limit is that sometimes they are too high. For example, there's a village near me which is a 40-mile-an-hour speed limit, and people do that speed limit because they don't know the road, so they just go, oh, it's 40, that means it must be safe to do 40. And there could be a tractor coming around the corner because there's a farm on the corner, a horse, a child crossing the road, but you never know what's going to be around the corner. So that's an example of the speed limit's too high. It should be 20, but then there's other villages or towns where it's 20, it should be 30. So I think these should be looked at more case by case rather than generalising a whole country. Now the thing is with that is that sensible people, or people with common sense, will think, well, there might be a tractor around the corner, I'll go slower. But there are a large population who aren't sensible and don't have any common sense, and they will just see the speed limit as a target or think, let me beat the speed limit. So, you know, you get a lot of dangerous people doing 50 miles an hour through a town, or, you know, where it's really not safe to do so. So, you know, common sense is a factor, but not everyone has it.
Something else that hasn't been considered with these 20-mile-an-hour limits is that a lot of people drive for a living, so delivery drivers in vans, shopping deliveries, etc. Now they're going to be going through these 20-mile-an-hour limits, and they're going to end up being behind schedule. So what are they going to do when they come out of the 20-mile-an-hour limit? They're going to drive much faster on the roads than they would have done previously. So you're going to find these vans bowling down country roads or back roads somewhere much more dangerously to make up time. So that hasn't been thought out either. Because of that, costs may well go up, because delivery drivers may not be able to get so many deliveries done in a day, and therefore the costs will have to go up because they're going to have to go out again, or companies may have to buy an extra van to compensate for that. So you're going to find the costs are going up of everything, which is pretty poor in a situation we're in now where costs are already at the limit, and it's very difficult for a lot of people to make ends meet. So let us know what you think. Do you agree with what we've thought of? Have you got anything that we might have missed on the subject? Because we'd like to know. Comment below, and we will see you on the next video, which is going to be an interesting one, so make sure you stay tuned.